Oriol, welcome back on our AKS/AKS Hybrid series. And today, I think an easy question for you. And what patch management options do we have for AKS workloads, especially in a hybrid?
Okay. For AKS Hybrid, our upgrade process will typically work. The AKS Hybrid team will regularly release new versions of AKS Hybrid. Normally, they do that every 2 months on a bi-monthly basis, sometimes more often. And as part of this AKS Hybrid host update, they will distribute the new versions of the they will distribute new version of Kubernetes supported in our AKS Hybrid environment, a new version of our AKS host environment, the cluster API server that manages our workload cluster. They will distribute new OS images for our Kubernetes VM images that are running our cluster. So all of those will be distributed as part of each one of those updates. There is the expectations that you will upgrade that AKS host within certain time after a new update has been released, which we suggested between 60 and 90 days at most. And it's your responsibility to deploy that update to your AKS host environment, which you can do either through WAC or PowerShell. Those are your two options. Once you've done that, then you will have the ability to upgrade your workload clusters from the current Kubernetes version to a potential new Kubernetes version support, either a major version or a newer patch version that we have distributed with that host upgrade. Again, it will be your responsibility to do that. You can do one cluster at a time. You can do multiple clusters at a time, and you can trigger that Kubernetes upgrade process through either WAC again or PowerShell. Okay, so normally you will upgrade your clusters to the latest patch version in Kubernetes, and eventually you will upgrade them to a newer version. In a similar way to what we do in AKS, when we release support for a newer Kubernetes version, we deprecate an old one. So it's your responsibility to stay up to date in your workload clusters and make sure that you're always for sure at the latest service patch version of Kubernetes, but also that you are also keep up to date with the major Kubernetes versions. Okay. Finally, we will also use this channel to distribute things like critical OS image patching and things like that. You can apply those directly through PowerShell to your workload cluster if needed. So there is an option in PowerShell where you can update only the OS images of all of your clusters. So in the event that we distribute, I don't know, patching to the OS without actually changing your Kubernetes versions. Upgrading of Kubernetes version will always trigger a OS patch because we are rebuilding the nodes using the latest images. But if you are interested in just patching your nodes images, you can also do that through PowerShell, not through WAC. Okay, so make sure that you keep your Kubernetes host up to date with the latest upgrades that the AKS Hybrid team is releasing on a monthly or bi-monthly basis, and then make sure you upgrade your workload clusters when the workloads have been tested and they are ready to be moved to a maybe potential newer Kubernetes version. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That answers my question. And yeah, see you on the next one.